This is the Arcane Designs Preytheon, and it's Israel Bacchus's answer to the call for the perfect EDC knife. And what is the perfect EDC knife? Well, everyone has their own idea about that, but oftentimes it will come in at 3.125, 3¼ inches in blade length. Not in my opinion, but in many. And so Israel, the designer of this and all of the knives from Arcane Designs, came up with this beauty. Now the pre-order on this just closed, and like a dork, I missed it, and I also missed making the video before it closed. And well, that's not entirely true. I just botched the first one and didn't know it until I actually looked at it. In any case, this was up for pre-order. It no longer is. I look forward to this. I think this is going to be very successful for the company. It is a perfect size for most, and man, it just has that beautiful and futuristic and fierce-looking but elegant design work of Israel Bacchus. Let me show you, just for reference, the only other Arcane I have. Well, this isn't mine, so I shouldn't say I have it. I have it temporarily, but I have this. This is the antimatter, a double-edged dagger, super sharp. This one was made by Riot. I'm not sure who the OEM is on this, but this is made by Riot, and this was a collaboration between Israel and Felix of Something Obscene Company. So this was kind of a joint venture, but just a really cool knife. And you can see a lot of his, you can see a lot of Israel's design cues in there. Just the way that chamfering is, and these inlays or overlays, whatever they are. And you can also see a lot of similarities with the other knives. Like what is this one that I love? So, the Abyss. This one has a little bit of the Abyss in it, you know, just a little bit of that flavor. But so what are we looking at here? This is going to be in 20 CV or Damasteel, and in G10 with overlay/inlays and or titanium. So this is going to come in a number of different iterations. The one like this with the 20 CV steel and the G10 will be coming in at, pardon me, I believe $200. And then for $350 you can get it with the Damasteel, and then for like $600 or something like that, I think it's titanium with the Mokutai inlays and Damasteel, and it's just stunning. So any version you pick of this, it's going to be beautiful, because look at that beautiful clip point blade. I call it a clip point. I think he on his website calls it a drop point. Who are you gonna trust, Israel or your lying eyes? I say it's a clip point. I love how the point is center line and just right in the right place. You got a little sort of fuller, man, it is sharp. I just kind of bumped into that edge. You got these little sort of fuller things that can aid in spidey flicking. For sure, they can also aid in slow rolling if you're not using the thumb stud. Thumb stud rockets it out wonderfully. And then, yes, you've seen the two different sets of jimping. I really like that. I love the big style of jimping, and then these smaller jimps are better for front flipping. So you get a lot of different ways to open this. You can spidey flick it on the thumb stud or in the cutout there. Same thing with your thumb. So that's 4 different ways right there. You can front flip it. So that's 5. And, you know, I'm sure maybe you could whip it out with gravity, but probably not. It has a nice stout detent, and I do appreciate that. How are the ergonomics? The ergonomics are good. You look at it and you think, oh, that might be a little angular. But those angles are all in the right spot. All of those little corners are just in the right spot. It melts in your hand. It is very comfortable in this sort of saber grip. Very, very comfortable. You can choke up a little bit. Not, you know, it's sort of an informal choke up spot but really it's a pretty nice sharpening choil. And look, it looks like you're going to avoid that. You can oh no, you can't. Looks like you'll avoid that anyway. And then also it looks like it has a bit of life behind the edge. It's nice and thin. It is saber ground or high height flat grind, and it has that nice coating on it. Oh, something I want to talk about is the pocket clip. It is awesome. I really like this pocket clip. Hang on a sec. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's titanium, as expected, as suspected and expected. But it really, what do you want? An elegant solution, very elegant solution to wanting to have a nice and sort of signature clip, but one that can flip over both ways, but will not look like a bent clip. So you have a sort of bent sculpted clip here, titanium clip, and then it fits just right over the tail end. So all you have to do, and it's symmetrical, and it fits into the little notch here. All you have to do is unscrew it, lift it around, pop it around. This thing is perfectly 100% ambidextrous, even to the point where if you look at the lock bar, it sits proud, the lock bar actuating, the place where you put your thumb, it sits proud on both sides. So if you do have this lefty, it's easy for you to unlock. So really, this thing is really well considered for left-handed users, I have to say. That lock couldn't be easier, but it's not obtrusive, and it's not something that if you were really, really cranking down on this, you'd have to worry about that coming undone. Just a really awesome knife. This is 4 inches, so this is 7 1/4 inches, and man, well, I missed this pre-order, but I'm in the market for so many things. Let me show you this just as a little size comparison. Here it is with the Hogue Ritter Mini RSK Mark 1, so that's a 3-inch blade, or just a hair shy of 3 inches. And then here it is with the Paramilitary 2. Just to give you an idea between two very commonly sized knives, what the size of this is. It really is a nice size for EDC. It really does fit a number of, checks a number of boxes. It's small in footprint and in handle, but when you turn it this way, it's average in width. So about a 1/2 inch in width, maybe a slightly less. And so it fills the hand nicely, even though it's small this way. I find that to be important with smaller knives. You got great jimping, great ergos, great, that would be good in reverse grip too if you needed to. Excellent blade shape, and the geometry is very nice, and it's pretty robust too. But it's thin behind the edge and slicey, but it feels like a very sturdy knife. So there you go. That is the Arcane Designs Preytheon, and my lord, I'm a Mama for missing this one. It is a cool one, and it has a number of different iterations and colorways you can get it in. There, I said it, colorways. I hate that term. All right, talk at you later.